Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. Thank you for joining me today. I am Fire Within Her Tarot. I am an intuitive and a tarot reader, and in today's video, I'm going to be looking into Bruno Mars. And supposedly, this just came out recently that he is in $50 million debt to MGM, and allegedly, he is a gambling addict. So, today, I'm going to be looking into his energy, what exactly is going on, and hopefully and prayerfully everything's going to be okay with him. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. If you like a reading with me, go on to buymeacoffee.com or email me and I can set up something for you. Something that I get out of Bruno's energy, because he has a lot of money, he's just really bored. I don't know what it is. I feel as though he's just bored. He has, I don't want to say nothing to do with his money, but I feel as though he's been in the industry for so long and he's been successful for a long time as well. He's done what he's wanted to do. He's brought what he's wanted to brought. He's helped his family, friends, whomever, loved ones. And it's just right now, he's been bored for a couple years now. So it's like he's sitting on this money and he has nothing to do. And he's where? In Las Vegas. And what can you do in Vegas? You can drink, you can smoke, have all the sex, and gamble. So he's in MGM, which is one of the most popular casinos out there. So it's like he's there. It's comfortable, and I feel like he knows this. I don't know if he comes from a gambling family or he has maybe some relatives like an uncle or aunt or like a grandparent who has struggled with this, but this is something that he has seen in his past. And as an adult, he does see this reflected within himself. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Like I'm looking like this and I'm digging myself in a hole. So he knows what he's doing. Not only do I feel that he is in a hole with his money, obviously, he's reflecting on certain family members who he sees himself within these family members that had these addictions when he was young. But something that I do see is that he has some sort of drug problem. I do know a couple years ago, like when he first came out, he had a court case or something like that because he got caught with the cocaine, the nose candy. I don't know exactly what he's dabbling in, but I do feel as though he is back into the drugs. I have to say that because I'm going to be putting this video on YouTube, so got to be careful with my words. It's just affecting his brain. Like, I feel as though he's going through a tug of war. Like, he somewhat knows it's wrong, but he doesn't care. But the part that doesn't care is the drugs, like, messing with his brain. It's almost like nobody really recognizes him anymore. It's like his family, his like bandmates, his friends, they are very concerned for him, but it's like they can't say anything to him because I feel as though he's going to be unleashing his mouth. I don't know if he has a very foul mouth, a very foul attitude, but I feel as though he has a short fuse, and it's like nobody wants to step on his toes because at the end of the day, he's the boss. Like, for example, if one of his friends or his bandmates say anything, they might get fired. He might say, okay, you want to fuck with me? I'll fuck with you. Get out. And that's not really him. That's not Bruno. It's the drugs. It's the money. It's just the things that are affecting his brain. I do see his family members are very concerned for him. He does listen to them. I know his father is around. He has a lot of sisters too. I feel he does have a lot of feminine energy around him that's like trying to not mother him, but like give him some feminine, energy to just like, hey, like we love you. What's going on? Just like guide him. But it's almost like they can't. He's almost at the brink of no return. I don't know who's that guy, MC Hammer. You know how he had all that money and then whatever happened. Now that he became dirt poor. Like, people are thinking like he's going to be the next MC Hammer, like with his money situation. After this whole MGM thing is paid off, which won't be for a very, very long time. It's he's not going to be doing good financially. Like, he's going to be forever performing for money. And, now, his tickets are like thousands of dollars. Like, in a couple years, it's still going to be high because, inflation, but it's not going to be what it is now. It's going to be like maybe 1,000 now, but like, I don't know, 500 or something like that, because he's going to be really struggling for these tickets, for the money. At this point in time in his life, I do feel like his mother is trying to talk to him. If you don't know, his mother passed away, I believe, maybe 10 years ago. It's been a while. But because she's not here physically, it is affecting him, because I feel as though they definitely had a close relationship. And I feel as though, like, he says to himself, like, if she was here, she would know what to say. She would know what to do to, like, help me. And even though she's not here physically for him, in the spiritual world, she is definitely there for him. She's definitely trying to talk to him, guide him. Like, she's showing him signs, little things here and there that they share together, just like symbols. Like, she's trying to do it for him, but it's almost like he's ignoring it, or he might see it and just like, oh, whatever. Again, the drugs, the stuff, the alcohol is deteriorating his mind. And it's sad because she's hurting for him. She's like, that's not my baby. And I feel as though she's definitely trying to get the family involved. I don't know if there's like a rift between the siblings. They're trying, but it's not working. Like, it's like he's going to do what he's going to do. And obviously they don't have the money compared to him. Like, I don't want to say the breadwinner, but he's like the head honcho of the family who makes a lot of money. He's the one who helped out everyone. So it's like, he helped us, so how can we help him? And the only way is outside of financial, because they don't have the same money as him. But like I said, the mother is trying to communicate with him in her own ways, but he's ignoring it. She's trying to get the family involved. Like, I feel she's giving them signs as well. They are listening and they are doing it, but it's just, again, falling on deaf ears with Bruno. Honestly, you guys, I do not see this ending anytime soon. Now, when I say that, I don't see it ending like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It might be possibly 10 to 15 years where he may be off the hook for this. And it's not even completely off the hook. Like, I feel as though he won't have to have that residency there. Oh my God, excuse me. But he'll be able to tour different places. But Bruno is like, I'm tired of this. Like, he's going to be exhausted. He's not going to be playing out those stadiums and stuff like he was before. It's taking a lot, and it's taking a toll off on him with this financial stuff again. Yeah, that's the number I get, 10 to possibly 15 years of him to get off the hook of this. But we're going to see Bruno in Vegas for a very long time. I don't see anyone making an intervention for him, like, sitting him down and saying, like, look, Bruno, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to really put everything in perspective and get yourself, like, with a financial planner or whoever, whatever. Again, the people around him are getting money. Even though he's paying this huge chunk to MGM, the other chunk is going to these people who work for him. So even though the money's coming in, but it's going out, and it's not exactly all going to Bruno. He's getting like a little percent, but the other people are getting like bigger chunks than what he knows. And even though they know he's going through this situation financially and with the DRUGS, they're not stopping it until they get the amount that they need or that they want, or until they run him dry or ragged. They're going to keep doing it. Absolutely. He will be ran down until worn down. I did try to tap into Bruno's romantic life, because I remember he had a longtime girlfriend. I think she was Jessica. I don't know. I know she was Puerto Rican, like a model or something like that. I tapped into that, and I don't really see her there. I don't think they've been together for a long time. I don't know if she's on Instagram or whatever posting them together, stuff like that, but it's not like that. If she is, they're definitely not together like that. I feel as though she's one of those people too. She's taking what she can from him financially. She knows that, he's in Vegas, he can have anybody he wants, he's doing whatever he wants financially, emotionally, physically, if you know what I mean. I feel as though if she isn't right now there in the picture, she has in the past, she has taken what she could financially from him. And it's just another person on the list that's really just taking advantage of him at this moment. It's really sad, and I really hope that Bruno does get the help that he needs, but before the 10 to 15 years. Like, I really hope someone really steps in and just helps him and really get him back into shape, because he is an awesome, phenomenal artist who is brilliant beyond his years. He gives us phenomenal, unique, and just genuine music that we don't hear. And I don't want to wake up one day and hear, some bad news about him. And I hope you guys don't either. So please lift him up in prayer or whatever it is that you believe. Keep him in your thoughts, good thoughts. And, Bruno, you can do this. You can get out of this. I hope you get out of Vegas, and hopefully you can go back to Hawaii and get your life back together, or wherever you need to do. Hey, you guys. So I just put out these cards for Bruno Mars. I just asked Spirit, what is the energy around Bruno Mars for the next 6 months? So something that he's really going to be focusing on is his family life, his people around him. I think he's just really going to try to focus on that. And the people around him are definitely gathering around him and trying to lift him up, get him out his funk, and just, better him, because they know there's so much more to him than, the whole, oh my God, why am I having a brain fart? The issues with his money and everything that's going on now. What's really going on, I think this is the energy of his mother around him. I don't know what sign she was. I know she passed on a couple years ago, maybe 10 or so. But I feel as though she's really trying to speak to him and really try to give him signs right now. Just like, baby, you know you're better than this. We can do better. Don't get upset. You can get out of this funk. This is what I'm getting. You're gonna get out of this funk. Of course, with the situation around him, he's feeling between a rock and a hard place. He doesn't know what to do. He seems like he just has all this bad energy around him, and it's just like he doesn't know which way to go. He doesn't know left, right, up, down. He's just lost. I do feel as though he may be into some bad activities. When I say that, possibly drugs, or hitting the bottle. This is definitely a dark time for him. He's definitely going to be going through the downsides for the next 6 months. But the outcome is pretty positive. I get the Knight of Wands. I feel as though he's definitely going to be making a lot more music. I don't know if we're going to hear it yet, but I feel as though he's going to put a lot of emotions into his music, not only for himself, but other people, getting back into his passions, which is music and producing. I don't necessarily see him touring. I don't want to say that he doesn't love touring, but he doesn't hate it either. He's going to do the MGM thing, so he can't really get out of it, but I do see him going to different cities around the US and the world, possibly Asia, because he's really popular there. Just, again, trying to get out of this mess, but his family is definitely around him. His mother's energy is trying to speak to him and just get him out of that era, because I do feel like he's going into places that he shouldn't be in his thoughts. And she's really trying to pull him out of it, and she's getting his family and everyone to gather around him physically since she's not there. I hope you guys liked the video. Please join me for the next one, and until then, I'll see ya. Thank you for joining Fire with Inner Tarot.